What's up everyone, and welcome back to Wookiee Arcade. Today we are doing a Mandalorian Season 2 Episode 1 end scene review. So if you haven't watched Chapter 9 of The Mandalorian, I highly recommend it because there are going to be a whole bunch of spoilers in today's video. So make sure you've watched that before you watch today's video. Now we're going to be going over the end scene of The Mandalorian Chapter 9. Yes, Chapter 9. And let me tell you, it's crazy. So if you have watched The Mandalorian Chapter 9, stay for this video because it's going to be really cool. Now, before we get into it, please make sure to subscribe with post notifications on and like this video for more Mandalorian content in the future. Now, if we could hit 150 subs by the end of November, that would be amazing. And if we can hit 200 subs by the end of 2020, then I will do a special video like I did for my 100 subscriber special. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's Mandalorian ending scene review. Now, okay, where do I start for this? Alright, so I'll start off right when Mando and the Marshal, because the name of the episode is The Marshal, when the Marshal and Mando kill the Crate Dragon. Because the whole theme of the episode is they're trying to kill the Crate Dragon on Tatooine. If you don't know what a Crate Dragon is, do some more research before you watch this video because you'll need it. Now, the Crate Dragon is a huge monster that lives under the sand on Tatooine, and it feasts on anything that has flesh. So it is very dangerous and very, you don't want to mess with it. And at the end of the episode, they find a way to kill the Crate Dragon by exposing its weak spot, which was its stomach. So they plant a whole bunch of charges under the Crate Dragon, but that doesn't end up working. So Mando has to go into the Crate Dragon. That's right, he gets purposely eaten by the Crate Dragon, and then blows it up from the inside and comes launching out, and it's super epic. So if you haven't watched that, go watch it right now because it's epic. And since the Mandalorian helped the Marshal of Mos Pelgo, which is where he comes from, so if you don't know already, the Marshal actually came across Boba Fett's armor. At the beginning of the episode, I was like, oh my gosh, Boba Fett's back in Mandalorian Season 2. But I was wrong, it's actually some guy who came across Boba Fett's armor. And then, if Mando helped the Marshal kill the Crate Dragon, which was terrorizing Mos Pelgo, then the Marshal promised that he would give his armor back to Mando because Boba Fett's armor doesn't belong to him, let's face it. And at the end of the episode, he lives up to his promise, he gives Boba Fett's armor back to Mando, and then Mando rides off into the sunset with Baby Yoda. But that is not the end, because this is a really cool ending scene. So off in the distance, we see this figure wearing this cloak. He turns around, and it's the face of the infamous Boba Fett. That's right, Boba Fett is alive. I actually thought Boba Fett was alive at the beginning of the episode, but no, that was false. And then he came back in the second half of the episode, so Boba Fett's back. And how do I know this? Because that is the same actor that played Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones. And if you don't know, Boba Fett is actually a clone of Jango Fett. So Jango adopted Boba on Kamino as one of his cloned sons. And that is why Boba Fett has the same face as Jango Fett, and it's why this actor can make more money as Boba Fett. So yeah, that's pretty insane that they brought Boba Fett back, and I'm really excited to learn what Boba Fett's intentions are in Mandalorian Season 2. But before I make a video on that, I have an extremely good theory that maybe connects Baby Yoda, the scientist in Season 1 that was working on Baby Yoda with the Empire, and Boba Fett. I know how they're all related, and I have this super insane theory. And if you want to stay for that, please make sure to stay right now. But if you don't want to hear it, because my theory does contain possible spoilers, then please leave the video now. Alright, now that they're gone, let's get into my theory. So this is where it all gets crazy. I'm trying to find words for this because this is really hard what I'm about to explain. And in Season 1, remember that scientist that was doing work on Baby Yoda? Future me put footage of him on the camera now. Then that guy, he was working on Baby Yoda for some sort of reason. And if you paid very close attention, there was a patch, a symbol on his right shoulder. And that patch, I actually did research on that patch to try to find if it was related to any other symbol in Star Wars history. And as you know, there are a whole bunch of symbols in Star Wars. So after doing my research, I found a match. And it matched the same patch of the Kamino cloners that cloned all the clones in the Clone Wars. So that's pretty insane. And that means that is Baby Yoda a clone? But guess who's also a clone? Boba Fett. So what if, this is where it gets crazy, Boba Fett and Baby Yoda were both engineered on Kamino during the Clone Wars. And I mean, Baby Yoda is 50 years old, so think about it. 50 years old would date back to the start of the Clone Wars. So this theory, if you think about it, is actually pretty correct. So what if Boba Fett knew Baby Yoda? What if Boba Fett is actually the true owner of Baby Yoda? I mean, it's possible at this point, because what if they were both engineered on Kamino? Like, that would be insane. And there's a whole bunch of evidence supporting it. And actually, something that's going off topic for a little bit, back in season 1 of The Mandalorian, remember from chapter 5, the gunslinger, if you don't remember it, at the end, this figure knelt down beside the dead bounty hunter. It's very vague, my description is very vague, but hopefully you understand with the footage on the screen now. And yeah, there's speculation that may be Boba Fett, and I think maybe that was true, because those are the same boots that Boba Fett wore in Return of the Jedi that we saw in season 1 of The Mandalorian, and that's why it led a lot of people to believe that Boba Fett was going to be in season 2, and they were correct. So that's crazy. If Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau actually had true intentions of hinting Boba Fett, that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's all really the theories and explanations I have for this video. And tell me in the comments down below if I'm right. Tell me if you agree with me. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and I'll see you next time on Wookiee Arcade. New videos coming soon.